So the first question is, what is mindfulness? There are a lot of ideas about what mindfulness is. This definition that I'm going to give you on the PowerPoint is from Professor Dr. John Kabat-Zinn, who is the founder of a method that we're going to talk about later. So, mindfulness is prestar atención.
Entonces, mindfulness es prestar atención.
Conscientemente.
Conscientemente.
En el momento presente.
En el momento presente.
Sin juicio.
Sin juicio. No judgment.
Con gentileza. Con
gentileza.
Sometimes it's so hard to just focus, to make a conscious decision, to be present. It's more easier to just either try to do 10 things at once or to be distracted, especially if we're facing a difficult situation. So training ourselves to, on purpose, pay attention is a step toward true freedom. So many of us feel that we are free, but in fact we are driven by our thoughts, our emotions, and we're not really in contact with what's going on. So on purpose is about making a decision to say, I want to be here in my life now. Because this is the only life I have. In el momento presente. Why is it important to be often in the present moment? Because most of the time we're not. We're lost in the past. We're worried about the future. But right here, right now, is the only time when we can do something. But it's so hard. Rather get caught up in memories, or when we're having difficulties, blaming others, or getting involved in all sorts of strategies. And oftentimes there are ways of not feeling what's going on right now. There's a quite famous book by a man named Eckhart Tolle, sold millions and millions. But the book he wrote is called The Power of Now. And how are we when we judge ourselves? Is there anyone who is more mean to you than yourself? Would you treat your best friend the way you treat yourself? Would you tell someone you love, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not strong enough, you're not rich enough, you're not successful enough, you're not. Another aspect of mindfulness, which is related to uncertainty, is learning to be at home in not knowing. I don't know if the chemotherapy is going to work. I don't know if I'm going to get my job back. I don't know if my kid is going to recover from his operation. I've just received a diagnosis for multiple sclerosis. Am I going to be in a wheelchair in a couple of years? All these kinds of questions come up all the time. What happens more and more, though, is that we run away from these questions. And we do it in different ways. One way is with drinking, with drugs, with food, with busyness, with climbing after success, with buying all sorts of things. And what many of us discover is that it may be okay for a while, but the fear and uncertainty always come back. One of the causes of burnout is simply not recognizing the warning signals. We're not machines. We need human connection. We need healthy diets. We need to sleep. And when we deny that and try to push beyond that, it's only a matter of time before something gives. Each class is either 2.5 or 3 hours. One time, after the 6th week, there's an all-day session where they practice like a meditation retreat. And people are not separated according to their illness or condition. There are 4 main exercises that people learn in the MBSR course. These are mindfulness exercises. The first one is called a body scan. This is where people journey through the body, becoming in contact with different parts of their body and sensing them with their mind. The next exercise is this 45-minute series of mindful movement. which consists of very gentle yoga exercises. The yoga is very gentle and it is meant for people also who may be ill. They also learn sitting meditation, mindfulness meditation, sitting in a still posture, and they learn walking meditation. Every class also has a theme, and some themes include what is stress and what is the difference between responding to stress and reacting to stress. We also have exercises about communication. Actually, difficult communication is one of the highest causes of stress. We have a theme about mindfulness and emotions, and also a very important theme. How do we take care of ourselves? So in each class, students will practice the exercises. They'll talk about their practice at home. And then also they will discuss with one another in class about mindfulness in relation to stress, pain,
el dolor,
illness,
la enfermedad
and life itself.
y la vida misma.